I sat at the restaurant table, staring at the empty chair across from me. My husband had promised he'd meet me here for our anniversary dinner. I'd put on my best dress, even curled my hair the way he liked, but as the minutes ticked into hours, he never showed. Every time the door opened, I looked up, hoping it was him. But it never was. By the time I paid for the untouched wine, anger and hurt twisted in my chest. I drove home rehearsing every word of the fight I was ready to start. The house was dark when I pulled into the driveway. I shoved the key into the lock, threw the door open, and stormed inside. "Do you have any idea?" I began, my voice sharp with rage. But then I froze. The living room was glowing with candlelight. The coffee table had been pushed aside, replaced with a small dining table draped in a white cloth. Roses lay across the center, and plates of steaming food were waiting. From the kitchen, I heard the clatter of pans. A moment later, my husband appeared, hair messy, apron stained, and flour smudged across his cheek. He looked up at me wide-eyed. "You're early," he said sheepishly. "Early?" I snapped. "I sat in that restaurant for 2 hours, thinking you forgot me." He set down the pan and rushed toward me. "I didn't forget. I just wanted to make tonight different. I thought cooking for you would mean more than another fancy dinner out. But everything went wrong. I burned the first batch of bread, overcooked the chicken, and lost track of time." My anger wavered as I looked around again. The effort was clumsy, but it was there. Candles, flowers, food. He hadn't ignored me. He had been trying. "You could have told me," I whispered. He sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I wanted it to be a surprise. I thought I'd have it all ready before you got home. Instead, I left you waiting, and I'm sorry." The sincerity in his eyes chipped away at the frustration inside me. Slowly, I slipped off my coat and walked toward the table. "It smells edible," I teased softly. Relief spread across his face, and he laughed. "Barely. But it's made with love." We sat down together, the tension easing as we shared the meal. The chicken was a little dry, the bread slightly burnt, but it didn't matter. Between bites, we talked and laughed, and soon I forgot all about the restaurant. As the candles flickered lower, he reached across the table and took my hand. "I may not always get it right, but I'll never stop trying for us." Tears stung my eyes, but this time they were from joy. That's all I ever wanted. We ended the night curled up on the couch, his arms around me, the smell of food still lingering in the air. The anger I had carried home was gone, replaced with something far deeper, gratitude. Because love wasn't about perfection. It was about effort. And in his messy, flour-dusted way, my husband had shown me just how much I meant to him. That night, I realized I hadn't come home to a fight. I had come home to love.